The sound of silence. Hi, this is Shannon from Market7, and today we're talking a little bit about sound. So this is your 2-minute education. Don't expect the world, but we'll give you the right questions to ask, and that way when you're working with a producer, or if you're a producer and you're working with a client, you know how to communicate well with them. Sound is just as important as video when as your picture when you're recording your video, especially if it's an interview or an instructional or something where the sound quality is going to make a difference between their perception of whoever's speaking or not. So you really want your product or your idea or your company to come across strong. You want your picture to look good, but you also want your sound to be good. So a couple things you need to know. First, there's two basic types of microphones. And there's the omnidirectional microphone. How about these graphics? These are pretty fancy, huh? I've even got them in the Market7 colors. Look at this. Look at that. Red, yellow, and blue. All right. So you've got the omnidirectional. This is much like the microphone that's probably in your camera now, sitting in your closet, your VHS camcorder that you bought back in 1972. And it's going to pick up sound everywhere. The left, right, up, down. It's going to pick up the airplane and grandma talking about her biscuits and the dog barking and whatever. It's good if you want to kind of get good ambient sound, but it's bad because if you have somebody on camera, you're going to pick up a lot of noise that you don't want. So, omnidirectional. Not a good one for like interviews and whatnot. You've got omnidirectional and unidirectional is pretty self-explanatory with my very exciting graphic here. It's not me because it's bald and anyway. But it's not going to pick up all the rest of the sound that you have left, right, up, down. It's just going to pick up the sound directly, what the microphone's pointed at. So that helps you out to get good quality sound. The shotgun mic, which records a little further out, but it's basically the same, where it's recording something directly in front of it. And this one can be mounted on the camera. This is a cheap version, but it can be mounted on the camera and record directly in front what the camera's looking at. There's, of course, the normal handheld mic, like you see on CNN interviews or whatever. Can be boomed down, like from above, like you won't see it, except in really bad Steven Seagal movies when it pops in. A lavalier mic is it's a lapel microphone. Like here's a little tiny lav mic, and it goes like on a lapel, right? And then it's got some kind of receiver that can either be wired or wireless. This is wireless, of course. So this gives the advantage of wireless, gives the advantage of being able to clip it to the belt. And I can walk around with the world. Omnidirectional, unidirectional, they're really for the same purpose, and that is to just get the sound you want and get rid of all the sound you don't want. So when you're talking to your producer, those are the kinds of questions you ask. What's your sound plan? What kind of sound reinforcements or microphones, whatever you want to call them, are you using? Lapel mic, shotgun mic, or whatever. And most importantly, how many channels of sound are you recording? It should never just be a single channel of sound. If you're using the lav mic and you have a lav mic on your lapel, you're talking, there should also be a shotgun mic on the camera recording a second channel of sound. If there's multiple people around a table, let's say 3 of them doing an interview or whatever, a mediator and 2 people, all 3 of them should have mics, and each of those should be on a separate channel of sound. Recording a second channel of sound, a backup, a safety, is very, very cheap. Almost every single prosumer camera will have 2 inputs. Why not use that second one and get a second channel of sound as a backup safety in case something goes wrong, your lav mic scrapes on your lapel. These are typically things that the producer should anticipate and already account for, but if you're wondering, if you're curious, also what's their plan for, if you're on location, a good producer will visit that site with whoever's recording his sound at least a day before, so that they can listen to the room tone, make sure there's no problems. They should go at the same time of day to see if, 3 o'clock every day a plane buzzes our building and that's not the time to shoot. So these are things that a good producer should check out beforehand, or at least ask somebody who knows. They should know going in kind of what their sound strategy is and what other considerations they have. So, all right, that's it.